What is your mom's catchphrase? And we're off like a herd of turtles. Every time we left the driveway. Every single time. Edit. Holy shit snacks. I can't thank you all enough. My mom always had what me and my sister coined as mom jokes, usually just terrible one-liners. They always brought a smile to my face even if I thought I was too cool for them. Monsieur, and here we are Reddit 10 plus years later. I'm going through a big change at home and more stressed than I have ever been before. And her jokes are still making me smile. Thanks Reddit, never change. I'm not sleeping, I'm just resting my eyes. Ah, classic dad, for me. Also, every time I'd come into him asleep watching TV, I'd change the channel and immediately I'd get, "I'm watching that." To which I'd reply, "Your eyes were closed." Then he'd hit me with, "I was listening. You just ate." Oh no, I am that monsieur. To be fair, my son will ask for a snack 10 seconds after he finishes his meal. Know what I mean, jelly bean? Know what I'm saying, shit for brains? Holy shit dad, you're back from the corner store. When looking for something mom told us to find, and we either legitimately couldn't find it, or we were being lazy. If I find it, I'm going to beat you with it. We had a good childhood, though. Edit. No, my mom is not Latina or Portuguese. She is white, she just has a short temper and little patience. Asterisk. You'll never guess what your father did this time. Asterisk. Dad's always pulling shit, and mom can never wait to recount his latest act of what is usually brash stupidity. Your mom is clickbaiting you IRL. Listen to me now and believe me later. Go now or forever rest in peace before any long car trip. Edit. It was definitely forever hold your pee. I was both high and sleepy when I commented. Haha, I say something similar to the toddlers at work. Anybody need the putty? Speak now or forever hold your pee. Clever wordplay is a lost on 2-year-olds. In 15 years they may look back and get fake internet points on a forum monsieur, so that's something. If you had any brains, you'd be dangerous, mom. English is my mom's second language. So instead of saying, "It's my way or the highway," my mom says, "My way is the highway." She knows exactly what she's saying. Me, something hurts. Perfect comes 10 days before you die. My mom would say, "Ah, guess we'll have to cut the affected body part off. I can't make you do what I want, but I can make you sorry if you don't." Lady's not unreasonable, but is very skilled at coming up with good punishments and sticking to them. Edit. An example. My personal favorite was the time when I was 10 that I left my room messy for several weeks and she came in while I was gone and collected all my messy clothes into a garbage bag. She proceeded to sell them. Money went into my education fund back to me as I received my allowance, and I probably spent about $100. At 10 this was huge for me, and it took me 6 months buying back the clothes I had left on my floor. Dong yo mama, don't play around. We'll see. It's code for no, but I don't want to listen to you whine about it right now. In a heavy Wisconsin accent. Well, other than that, I don't know much. This is her cue that it's okay for me to say I need to get off the phone now. Edit. How it sounds. Well, other than that, I don't know much. Till your mom is my grandma from Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. Here are a few nuggets. You gotta plan your work and work your plan. She watches too much Dr. Phil, I think. I'll slap them into next Tuesday. Anytime someone gives her flack. I had to give up smoking and drinking for 4 months while pregnant with you. She's never smoked and doesn't really drink. And finally, for nostalgia, every time she would take me out shopping when I was young, we'd get back in the car to drive home and she'd look at me and exclaim, "We did good, Bubby." Quote. That last one is so sweet. She runs through each of the kids' names before she gets to the one she actually wants to call. T-Ja Sarah. Quote. My mom has 5 teenagers and 3 dogs. She will cycle through a bunch of their names every single time. Might as well slit me own throat. Usually said after a mild inconvenience like being told she couldn't have a cup of tea prior to a medical scan. Edit. I don't know what a dibbler is, but no, she's not dibbler. Stop the crying or I'll give you something to cry about. Doesn't cry at all, so you think you're tough now? Cries softly, speak the fuck up. Quote. She has so many, and I don't know why this is the one that comes up first in my mind. But she always says, if you can't open it, you don't deserve it. This phrase, which sounds a bit more whimsical in the original Serbian, goes for everything from bags of chips to those plastic packages school supplies come in. She shows no mercy when something's really hard to unwrap or pry apart. I have subsequently gotten very good at opening hard-to-open things, and am now the go-to pickle jar guy. I like to imagine that you keep all the pickles, because clearly you're the only one that deserves any. I am the pickle king. Are you drinking enough water? Quote. Headache. Drink more water. Upset stomach. Drink water. Bad grades. You need more water. Bone protruding from your knee? Drink some water. You'll be fine. I took my 6-year-old to the doctor. The doctor asked what was wrong. My son said, my ear hurts and I already drank the water. I had to explain that drinking water fixes many complaints at our house. Lol. Wait, this bit's poisoned. Quote. Said every time she walked past me while I was eating something. Then promptly followed by her grabbing the poisoned bit of whatever I was eating and eating it herself. She did this every day while I lived under her roof. She still does it every time I visit or we go out for dinner. You have diabetes, don't know why, but every single medical problem, even a cough, and this is the first thing that comes out of her mouth. As I diabetic, I should start using this. English is my mom's second language, so there are certain things that she gets mixed up. My favorite thing she does that I find incredibly endearing is her saying the welcome instead of you're welcome. I have even started using it with my friends and they use it too. My mom, also a native Spanish speaker, mixes up English phrases all the time. So like instead of a taste of their own medicine, she says, a soup of the same taste. My friends love it. Lol. This sounds somehow sinister. I will give you the soup. My fiancé is a native Spanish speaker. I love her takes on expressions. I also love when she uses words that have the right meaning but don't fit in context. Like instead of saying spontaneous, she will tell me in a sexy voice, I'm unexpected. Finesse, not force. I have to admit over the years it's helped me step back and take a breath before I end up breaking something to shit in frustration. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here. My mother could never resist quoting DMX when we were being bad. If you're bored, it's your own fault, which is absolutely true. Did I hear you say you're bored? Wanna do something? I've got something for you to do. Chores. Of course. Lol, yup, that's a mom. I made you. I can just as easily destroy you. My mother's version of this was, I brought you into this world. I can take you out of it. Watch your mouth or I'll goose your balloon knot. What? Punch your asshole. Their mom sounds real as fuck. Look with your eyes, not with your mouth. Heard this one too many times when asking mom to help me find stuff. Choices and consequences. Recently I quoted it to my daughter. She was dancing in the bath, slipped and banged her head. And I realized I am my mieux monsieur. When something bad happens to me, she'll always try to correlate it to something unrelated. E.g., you're sick. Probably because you spend so much time on your phone. E.g., you scored badly for your tests. That's God showing you that you haven't been faithful to your parents. I could go on, but you get the drift. You have X sickness because you spend too much time playing on the computer. Quote. 90% of the time it's something that cannot be caused by prolonged periods of sitting and playing. You're cruising for a bruisin'. She unfortunately passed away back in May. But she always told me this phrase every morning when I would wake up, and it has really stuck with me. Another day, another golden opportunity. Edit. Thank you to whoever gave me gold. Never gotten that before. I'm glad some of you guys were touched by her phrase. Keep striving forward. Whatever taps your toes. Never believe them when they say they're on the pill. Mine said sex is like basketball. You dribble a little before you shoot. Thanks mom, they explained this in school, please stop. We've got food at home. Yelling in a Midwestern accent, I'm not your friend, I'm your mother. Quote, better to have it and not need it, than to need it and not have it. Edit. Guys, this quote doesn't mean my mom is a hoarder. My dad used to be like that. He kept so much junk in the house and we never touched it for 15 years. Then he started throwing stuff out and we can't get him to stop. Lol. He loves getting rid of stuff now. He'll even start pointing at stuff you used just last month and be like, we never use it anymore. Let's get rid of it. It's just taking up space. Quote, I don't know where to start. Every bloody meal. Could be beans on toast or a 5-course gourmet fucking gangbang, and she'd look at those fucking beans like it was anything but half a tin of Heinz on a soggy slice of toast and say, ooh, I don't know where to start. Part of me recognizes this as her finding something to enjoy in even the most mundane and simple meals. Part of me wonders what the logic is when every single bite of the damn thing is gonna contain beans and toast. Edit. It, you cheeky sods. I'm gonna take it upon me in spirit of Churchill. Oi oi lad, to explain the intricacies of a proper British beans on toast. Basically, you get yaw beans and put 'em on a slice of toast. Yaw wally. Required no prep. Takes less time to cook than a boiled egg, so you can get right back to watching the beautiful game. God save the Queen. Maybe she literally just can't decide which corner of the toast to start eating. All I know is, I love you, followed by a close second, I'm doing the best I can. I gotta flip a titty anytime she has to U-turn while driving. Also, kiss my ass in the middle of Main Street. She's been saying this so long I remember a time I said it to one of my elementary school teachers. I imagine that was fun for my mom to explain. Lol. Calling me a combination of my name and my brother's. Starting with my name then restarting with his. Then just calling me Shaz, which I hate. She calls my brother son when calling him by his actual name is too difficult. Even though it's also my dad's name. I love her to bits, but bloody hell mother. Edit. Rip my inbox. Mine just goes through them all till she hits the right one. Bonus points if she ends up not actually wanting our attention and she meant to say, my stepdad's name instead. My mom would occasionally slip one of the pets' names into the chain of name attempts. Well, shit happens, and then you die. At the grocery store and looking at prices. What? Do they put gold in it? My brother likes to say, let me check my Gringotts account. Do I look like Boo Boo the Fool? This one is my favorite and I fucking love this whole thread. I saw it on the Facebook. She roasts the shit out of me, then does those finger guns and yells roasted. Quote, this is not a hotel. Quote, I imagined this said in bewilderment as she drove everyone up to some sketchy building where you were supposed to spend a vacation. I understood eventually, but it took a minute. Make good choices. And have fun, just don't do inhalants. I always told the kids misdemeanors only. Quote, hello, stranger, whenever we talk on the phone. Yeah, mine exclaims, I have a son. Exclamation mark. Quote, quick like bunnies. Every time we're running late. I don't think my mom had one, but my childhood best friend's mom did. As we got out of the car to go to school in the morning. Every day, without fail, she would say, be good, be kind, be gentle, be holy. I'm the furthest thing there is from a religious man, but I'll remember those words for the rest of my life, and I do my best to abide it. Ever since she became a grandmother, her phrase has been, not my circus, not my monkeys. I perform on a regular basis, and before each concert my mom, who is my #1 fan, tells me to sock it to him. Quote, I'd let you guys, me and my older brother, starve to death, but it would cost too much to bury you. Anything worth doing is worth overdoing. She applies this equally to both work ethic type stuff and fun stuff, like birthday parties. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.